What if humans suddenly disappeared from Earth? Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning and every human on Earth is gone. No noise, no cars, no phones ringing, just an empty planet spinning in space. So the real question is not how humans disappeared, but what happens next. But before that, be part of the adventure. Subscribe and stay connected for more amazing content. Together, we'll keep exploring new horizons. The first hours and days. In the first few hours, most systems humans depend on would fail almost immediately. Power plants would shut down, nuclear reactors would automatically go into emergency mode, but without maintenance, some would eventually overheat. Airplanes in the sky, they would crash. Subways would stop mid-tunnel. But here's the strange part. The Earth itself wouldn't care at all. Within days, silence would take over cities. No noise, no cars, no phones ringing. Just an empty planet spinning in space. So the real question is not how humans disappeared, but what happens next. Cities without humans. Without maintenance, cities would begin to decay quickly. Pumps that keep subway tunnels dry would fail, flooding underground systems. Rain, wind, and plants would break roads apart. Within a few years, vines would climb skyscrapers, trees would grow through concrete, and animals would move in. Funny enough, some animals would thrive immediately. Rats, pigeons, stray dogs, and cats would initially struggle, but wildlife like deer, wolves, and bears would move into cities with zero fear. Times Square would become a forest. Paris would host foxes, and pigeons would finally rule the world they always thought was theirs. Nature takes over. After a few decades, forests would reclaim farmland. Dams would eventually break without upkeep, restoring rivers to natural paths. Coral reefs would slowly recover without overfishing and pollution. Carbon dioxide levels would begin to drop, not instantly, but steadily. Ironically, many species that humans endangered would start to recover, but not all animals would survive. Creatures that depend heavily on humans, like livestock, pets, and some zoo animals, would struggle or disappear. So humans didn't just dominate nature, we also became part of the food chain in a very strange way. Hundreds to thousands of years later. After hundreds of years, most buildings would collapse. Steel would rust, glass would shatter, plastic would remain, because plastic always remains. After thousands of years, the only clear signs humans ever existed would be plastic layers in the soil, altered climate patterns, radioactive traces, and satellites silently orbiting Earth like abandoned ghosts. From space, Earth would look green again, alive, balanced, as if humans were just a brief experiment. So what happens if humans disappeared from Earth? The Earth heals. Animals adapt. Nature resets. The uncomfortable truth is this: Earth does not need humans to survive, but humans need Earth. And maybe the real question isn't what happens if humans disappeared, it's what kind of humans should we choose to be while we're still here.